Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another morning ramble. And I'm feeling very morningy. I've not done my coffee yet this morning, so just bear with me in terms of pace. I shared something, an insight that I've had recently on our Whole New Way of Thinking of Success program yesterday. And in sharing it, I was reminded both of how tangibly impactful it was for me, and then reading the Facebook comments of people in the group, how immediately impactful it was for them. And essentially, I was talking with my mentor, George Pransky, and we were talking about the relationship between pressure and performance, and how pressure just doesn't help with performance. You know, that people who think pressure helps mean that the kind of focused attention that people often associate with pressure is helpful. But the feelings of stress and tension and pressure, the tightness that usually comes with that, is the enemy of performance, because it increases self-consciousness, which is ultimately the opposite of high performance. And as George and I were talking, he made a comment about hope. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but what I heard was that but for our imaginary time frames, but for us making up how long something is supposed to take, if we're in the game and we understand how the game works, success over time is fairly inevitable. It's just a question of how much time, and if how much time isn't on us, then we don't have to worry about how much time. We just have to keep showing up. And when I say tangible impact, what I mean is when I started thinking about all the things I wanted to do without time frames, without deadlines, without by this time so that I can do this, I felt lighter. I felt freer. I felt optimistic and hopeful. I felt liberated. And I suddenly realized, holy crap, with most things in my life, I'm the one putting the time frame on them. And without noticing it, I'd been the one putting all the pressure on myself to reach some imaginary time frame. Now, why would you do something like that? Well, we know why we do things like that, because we think it'll help. We think a time frame will get us focused. We think a time frame will get us to do it quicker, and it can, but not if it brings with it that sense of pressure, that sense of running out of time, that sense of, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, something bad's going to happen if I don't do this by fill-in date here. And if we look at our goals and projects without the time frames, or we use time frames, but just for fun. We use time frames just as you may know, I have a program with creating the impossible in 90 days. Well, the reason that time frame for most people doesn't feel like pressure is because it's a ridiculous idea. It was impossible before we started. In 90 days, it's super impossible. So there's no real pressure with that time frame. It really is just a way of focusing action. But most of the time, we don't use time like that. We use time to pressure ourselves, thinking it will bring more out of us, when in fact, that very pressure limits what can come to us and what can come through us. So here's your contemplation for the day, and I'd love you to share what you see about this in the comment section below. What would happen if you took all of the time constraints off of the things you would most like to create in your life and in the world? Now, you may at first have a lot of scary thinking about, well, if I did that, blah, 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 blah. Stay with it. What would it be like to be in the game of creating what it is you most want to create in the world, to see in the world, without any time pressure at all? As if the timing is already set. You just don't know what it is. Have fun, learn heaps, happy exploring. I'll look forward to reading what you write, and I'll talk with you soon.